gotta talk some more about these deportations. Boy, are y'all about to have a good chuckle out of this first clip I have to show you. Let me tell y'all something. Find you someone that loves you as much as Democrats love these illegals. Check out this clip, y'all. Y'all got to see this. Check this out.
This is our job right now as allies and friends and Americans to do whatever we can to stop the hate and to help our community members right now. This is horrible. This is horrible to film. ICE is in Columbus. We found out this afternoon there's about 200 of them for the next 3 weeks. And that really fucking sucked to hear that. But it wasn't until I was driving home, I opened up this email from one of the protest organizers from No Kings in October. And they said they are urgently mobilizing volunteers to go shopping for immigrants who are too afraid to leave their home. They are picking people up at the grocery stores already. They are picking up hardworking members of our community who are just trying to get food. This is not what America is about. These are our neighbors. These are the people who make our community beautiful. They are our healthcare workers. They are our restaurant workers, the people who clean the sheets in your hotel, the people who are doing your landscaping, who are taking care of your sick mother. It's just devastating. So if you're in Columbus and you're able to help, send me a message. They're trying to get together a group as quickly as possible to get these people just the basic necessities. If you speak another language, that's even more helpful. I'm a Spanish speaker. If you're a Spanish speaker, please let me know. That will be extra helpful in trying to get these folks the things they need. What to do if you see ICE. Help people. Just help people. Be kind. Be an ally. There is not a more important time than right now to use your privilege. See you guys out there. We have a Home Depot protest on Saturday morning. If you need details for that, you can also send me a message. But we need to do better. We will do better. This is not our America.
I found something interesting that she said there, and I don't know if you guys caught it there at the end. She was like, we need to use our privilege. What privilege do you have over me? See, these white liberals, they're truly the racist individuals. What privilege do you have over me? As a matter of fact, I can almost guarantee I live a better life than you do. Like, what? I'm confused. So simply because of the color of my skin, you have a privileged life? I'm confused. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think about it in the comments. But, you know, I also find it interesting that you didn't have all of these tears when Barack Obama was deporting illegals en masse. Because, of course, mainstream media didn't tell these folks to be angry about it. Also find it interesting that it's always the white liberals. It's so sad to see these people deported. It's sad to see them go back home? Really? Okay. These people are going out of their way, going grocery shopping for illegals to try to make sure that they don't have to leave the house. Well, you got a whole nother 3 years to do this, buddy, and probably longer than that because J.D. Vance is probably going to be the next president. So you got another 7 years to go grocery shopping for these folks. So have fun. Now, once again, find just somebody who loves you the way that Democrats love illegals, because not only will they get on camera and cry because illegals are being deported, but they'll also blow a city budget for illegals. Check out what's happening in Chicago. Check it out.
Elected part-appointed school board voted to raise property taxes. While it is a small amount, some school board members argue any amount is too much for residents whose property tax assessments have gone way up. While Chicago Public Schools' doors are locked for winter break, the Chicago Board of Education is working. Today, board members convened a special meeting to vote on raising the property tax levy.
We are not in a position to say no to money. We have charter schools closing left and right. We have federal funding that's being taken away. We have to do what's right for our students.
CPS in most Illinois school districts are primarily funded by local property taxes. On a Chicago bill, it is the largest taxing body. CPS is allowed to raise the rate, but it is capped at the lower of either 5% or the rate of inflation. When the district closed a $720 million budget deficit in August, it raised the levy slightly below the legal limit. Today's vote was to raise it to the legal limit. All of Mayor Brandon Johnson's board allies voted for the increase.
This tax levy is a very minimal amount. Someone with a $500,000 home is going to be paying what they would pay for going out for fast food once.
According to CPS officials, the tax hike will mean an extra $8 on a $250,000 home, $16 for a $500,000 home. Despite the small amount, a handful of board members voted no. Angel Gutierrez says his district on the southwest side has been hit with huge assessment increases.
You cannot keep funding the system on the backs of the same families who are already drowning.
Others say CPS must tighten its own belt before turning to taxpayers.
We must learn to live within our means and right-size this district. Putting more financial pressure on our families to foot this bill is simply irresponsible.
And others say this school year's budget includes enough cuts, and the $25 million generated from the property tax hike may protect CPS from any further cuts.
The next place to go are cuts that directly affect kids, and an extra $29 million just to cushion that blow would be really helpful for those services.
While CPS's fiscal situation is figured out for this year, school board members know that 2027 is expected to be even more challenging, the same year that all school board members will be elected.
You know what's funny about that report? They didn't even tell the whole truth. And I talked about this on Extra Rich, the other channel. Some people's the average raise in property taxes went up 16.7% or 16.9% or something. That's the average. But some people's property taxes went up 100%. 100%. And you know what the solution is going to be the next time they're in a budget deficit? Tax even more. And tax even more the next time. And take even more the next time. And the next time after that. And the next time after that. And part of the reason why they're in this position, obviously the exorbitant spending on these illegals, but then also big businesses have left the city. Some of those big buildings in downtown Chicago, there's a lot of empty space inside of them. And you know what that means? It's tax dollars. So now, instead of taking the tax money from the big corporations that were operating out of Chicago, now they have to take it from their own citizens. And they're going to continue to do that. Which is part of the reason why I don't get why anybody even votes Democrat at this point. It just doesn't make any type of sense. It doesn't make any sense. Their policies are absolutely garbage. Here, give benefits to illegals. Take more money from you while we're telling you we care about you, but we're putting money into people who haven't given into the system at all, and we continue to take from you, but we just give you a bunch of lip service. How does that even make sense? I'm just confused. I really am. I'm lost. I am lost. If anybody can explain to me why people still vote Democrat, please let me know. Let me know. I'm genuinely curious.
Despite what the angry liberals said, 2025 rocked for America. Over 600,000 illegals were deported. 1.9 million have self-deported. $40 billion have been saved that were going to illegal alien benefit programs. 129,000 kids were located under President Trump because they went missing while being trafficked under Joe Biden. Flow of illegal drugs is down 91%. That's saving approximately 250 million lives. Operation Catalina Crunch made it so that truck drivers had to be able to speak English and read road signs, or they were canned. English was made the official language of the United States. There was a 20% decline in murders. Egg prices went down over $5. Gas hit its lowest cost since March 2021. Growth rates at 4.3%. Stock prices are at record highs, and inflation's down to 2.7%. A bill was passed that saves taxpayers $9 billion in wasteful spending. Iran's nuclear weapons program was obliterated. Our military is popping. Recruitment numbers were hit at every branch. 1.5 million service members got a Christmas bonus of $1,776. Almost 700,000 private sector jobs were added, and over 100% of that job creation went to American-born peeps. Tariffs brought the country over $250 billion. Federal deficit is 19% lower than what it was last year. We're saving money. Fraud has been exposed left and right. Minnesota. President solved 8 wars, including the one in Gaza, so y'all be grateful. DC is clean and safe again. The country is hot and respected again. We're still providing billions in military equipment to Ukraine, but the president made Europe pay for it. Drug prices are dropping down fast and furious. Come January, we're going to be seeing tax cuts out the wazoo. 2025 was a phenomenal year for America. She is beloved once again. And I cannot wait to see what 2026 has in store for us. I love y'all.
I love that clip. I love that clip because it highlights exactly, what this administration has genuinely done over this short period of time, in spite of the rhinos that we have in Congress, John Thune, Lisa Murkowski, John Cornyn, Lindsey Graham, amongst others, right? In spite of all of that, of course, fighting with Democrats left, right, and center, and mainstream media, Trump bad, Trump bad, Trump bad, Trump bad. These white liberals out here trying to be the saviors of the illegals on these streets, going grocery shopping for them, following ICE around, following ICE to their hotels for the night and playing music all night to try to keep them awake. People are still getting deported in mass. Lots of people have left on their own, under their own free will in mass. Okay. And America is respected. Like, listen, is it perfect? No, but I don't expect it to be. When you're up against the grinder like Trump is, the Trump administration is, you can't expect it to be perfect. And it won't be perfect until we send them a clear message that we're done playing. And like I've been saying in past videos, we have a great shot at that in these midterms. 100% a great shot at that in these midterms. If we show up in mass the way that we should show up, and we Liz Cheney, the John Cornyns, and the Lindsey Grahams of the world, I think that's going to send a real clear message that we're done playing. We're done playing. Okay? The John Thunes of the world who's absolutely fucking useless. Excuse my language, but I'm sure you guys, those of you that watch on a daily basis, y'all know how I feel about John Thune. He is absolutely garbage. Hot garbage. He's trash on a hot summer day that's been sitting there for a week. I don't know, man. Like, that guy is terrible. Terrible. But yeah, the Trump administration, despite all of that, has been accomplishing a whole lot, and it's beautiful to see. Now, I want to play this clip from the older millennial. All right. Matter of fact, do I know who this last chick was? Is this her? Yeah, this is her. Shout out to Chloe for that last clip as well. This is the chick that you just watched in that last clip. Just want to give her a proper shout out. Anyway, yeah, I want to play this clip from the older millennial because he's spot on with this one.
I will never get tired of liberals making videos thinking they're making good points, but actually just proving that they're the problem.
The Obama administration deported over 3 million people. Biden over 4 million. But neither one of them needed troops in the streets to do so.
Well, your count on Obama's a little low, but you're absolutely right. Obama and Biden each deported millions of illegal immigrants, and none of them needed troops on the street to do so. Why did Obama and Biden not need troops on the street? Come on, you're almost there. You're almost understanding where we're coming from. You're almost at the point where you recognize you're the problem. Obama and Biden didn't need troops on the street because y'all didn't care then. Because when Obama and Biden deported millions of people, you didn't give a shit because it was Democrats doing it. And it's only now that Republicans are deporting people that you want to get involved. Thank you for showing that you are the problem. That for 8 years under the Obama administration and 4 years under the Biden administration, they were able to deport millions upon millions of illegal immigrants, and you didn't give a shit. But now you're willing to fight in the street for every single one of them. Yes, you're the problem.
100%. And I've been saying that in the past couple, in recent videos. They're the cult. They're the cult. Or as some Democrats like to say about me, Democrats are genuinely the true slaves. They're the ones that are slaves to their own party. Because when their party says jump, they say how high, right? I've disagreed with Trump, and I've stated that out loud, right? I don't agree with everything that Trump does, okay? I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I do, all right? Now, I agree with most of the stuff, probably 99%, right? But they're genuinely slaves because they weren't told to care about the illegals being deported, so they didn't. But now that they're told to care, they're all like, yes, sir, massa. Yes, sir, massa. Yes, sir. Where you want us to be? Oh, you want us to go to the grocery store for the illegals, massa? Yes, sir, yes, sir, massa. I'll take off time. I'll take off time from work, massa, and I'll go to the grocery store for these illegals, massa. Even though I never did that when you were deporting the illegals, I'm gonna do it now because you told me to, massa. Yes, sir, massa. Yes, sir. You can't make this stuff up, bro. It makes absolutely no sense. And obviously you heard there in that clip from that liberal, well, Obama didn't need troops in the streets. Well, yeah, duh, because y'all were out in the streets rioting and acting like fools. You didn't do it because they didn't tell you to. But now you're doing it. So ICE needs a little bit of backup. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Shout out to Uncle Trump for standing tall through it all. Because like I said, man, I genuinely couldn't do it. I couldn't. It would just piss me off, you know? Especially, I mean, I don't know all of the you know, technicalities of it all and the rules and everything. I'm too petty for that. I would start getting like real petty, like doing just stuff just to piss people off. Oh, man. Anyway, y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions about all of this. Thanks for tuning in as always. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.